It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll...
Ready to get this game started, here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're off and running from Landover. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They kick the running back in motion. Out of the gun, Daniels. Down he goes. The Giants got to him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
5 men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of third down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Giants take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy.
Yep.
A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Pitts brings it in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. A toss now to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Finds the in route complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first. From the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 23-yard line.
From the 23. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
To throw, Daniels. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Washington! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
On is Katie York for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. On now is York to kick this one away. McCole Hardman now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
Throwing it to start this drive. Gets this to Johnson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Robinson in motion right. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running right is Bigsby. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Throw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Throwing it again here. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Caught by his back. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Daniels now. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Daniels. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. From the gun, it's Robinson. Looks like a pickup of 2, and now they've got 3rd and 10.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Big
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right, things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Giants football. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll throw to begin this drive. Into the hands of Bigsby, complete. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Dropping back to throw. Caught by Washington, left side. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He's going to throw this one. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. So it's second down coming up. They give up the gun to Bigsby. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Pass play coming here. Got a man, it's Bigsby. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That pass caught by Strange. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Daniels now against a blitz. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Out of the gun, Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. Has a man, it's Brown. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. The Commanders ready for the punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now. They're throwing it. It's taken in by Washington. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 2nd and 3 now. From the 38. Taken in by Bellinger. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He'll throw it yet again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Maher connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space, he's past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Commanders set to take over. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, around Robinson. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Hits him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Daniels on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 18-yard line.
To throw, Daniels. And the defender comes away with it. Marcus Williams has it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Now here comes the New York offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Got Washington, it's complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Winky Luvu there for the tackle. Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now. From the 42. Connects with Johnson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Winky Luvu there for the tackle. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. That's going to be caught by Washington. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing it again here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's Bigsby. He's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants grow their lead just before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 7.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders head out now late in the 1st half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They give to Pollard from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Here's 2nd and 7. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. On 1st down, here's Daniels. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Again, Daniels to the air. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. On 4th down, here comes Cade York and the Commanders field goal unit. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
One last play before the break. A give right side, here's Bigsby. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. We're through 2 here with the Giants overcoming home field advantage. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In the 1 o'clock games, the one that catches the eye happens in Big D at AT&T Stadium.
Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right
Denver,
here.
Colorado,
Let's get back to football.
where it'll be the
with this start in
Broncos
the
taking on the
half.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Hardman with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. It's taken in by Washington. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff here for Bigsby. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No yards on the play, and back-to-back stops forces a 4th and 3.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
The Giants are set to punt. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete, it's McLaurin. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, they go with Pollard. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Bobby Okereke making that stop. And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming. Out of the gun, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
They'll bring out the punter here. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Here's a throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Devon Holland there to make the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 23. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. They've got 1st down from the 31. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Daniels. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Daniels to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Let's go.
Daniels back to throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
The give on 2nd to Pollard. Jukes one defender. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw, Daniels. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
And some professional English on that ball as it bounces out just short of the end zone at the 2-yard line. The Giants returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's out of bounds just past the 5.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. Look, he just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety.